the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Jaguars and the Eagles, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can all... Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that be this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Second and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the... Before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week. Game, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 of the 36. 4 yards to pick up first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out come the Jags. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Lawrence will throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. That pick-6 just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early. but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
On third down, Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 48 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Parkey with the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense returns to the field. And the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to... One-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second and 2. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a third and goal here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the... flag to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And this continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the option, here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. They'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Pearson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Ready, go! Let's go! Ready.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And when you break it down, this was just